All right, friends, we're going to look at editing and typing in math. So I have this assignment, and when we click on it, we can see you will create a text box and show your entire process of simplifying these expressions. So I have the work over here, so I'm going to click on it, and it opens in a new tab for me. I can see these are what we call them pennants, because they're little triangles that we could hang in the classroom. And I can look through, and I have 6 of them to work on. In the end, you can look through them and choose whichever one you think is easiest or hardest and do those first. And by the time you're done, you would have done all 6 of them. But what we want to look at is adding that math type. So for this problem isn't too difficult. So we can definitely use a text box for this one. So I'm going to go over the text box and add it. I'm going to start and put equals. We always want to start the next line below. And order of operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So I'm going to do my multiplication, division. 3 times 4 is 12. And then I'll have to write plus 5. The font automatically starts at whatever you've told the computer to start at, but you can always make it bigger so it's easier to see, and you can change the font as long as it's legible. So I have to keep whatever I haven't used. So I'm going to hit enter, the next line. Now I can do the addition, which is going to give me 17. Now this means I've shown my work. This 12 plus 5 and the 17 are my work. And right here in this spot, we have to write our final answer, which is 17. I can change this to size. Let's try a bigger size. And that will be my answer. I've now completed this pennant and I can go on to another. The other choice we have is that we can go to our add-ons and we can use our equation editors, and we can use those equations to help us type in these. So you can add on these add-ons. And I'm going to say that I'm using that account. I'm going to allow it. And it should pop up. If not, I'm going to click back on it. And it's going to open now, and I can type in that code. So I can type in 3 times 4, which is plus 12, plus 5. Now this problem isn't too difficult. If we have exponents, that's where it's going to be really, really important. When we get like exponents or square roots, that's when using an equation editor would be really useful. I can insert this equation into my slide, and it's just going to move it to the top, and I can move it into the next line. And then I can do the next step, which 12 plus 5 is 17. Insert equation in here. Now, again, using things like our exponents would be really helpful in this case. So let's say I had 2 to the power of 3. So 2 cubed. I'm going to use this caret button to show that power. Now, to get that, that's shift the key for 6. That's going to give me my exponent. And that looks a lot nicer if I inserted this into my slide. It looks a lot nicer than if we had to type it without the equation editor. Okay, and of course you can change what size you want if you would like. All right, hope that helps. Once you've solved all your problems and using your math type, especially when we have powers, it's going to be super useful to use our equation editors.